Hello everybody, Digi Bro here. We're gonna play one of my favorite games. It's called Soul Blazer. I should say I recently made a list of my top 20 games, and I put this one at number 19. What should we name ourselves? I guess we'll just go with Digi. You know what? I don't like the idea of all caps. Well, I don't know how to backspace. Oh, there we go. I put this at number 19. It's a game with a lot of issues. One of the biggest ones is, as you can see, the graphics are hideous, even for a Super Nintendo game. I mean, I shouldn't say that. There are lots of good-looking Super Nintendo games. This game is not one of them. Also, for some reason, I am facing one direction and seemingly incapable of turning around. Oh. Okay, equip my weapon. I don't know if I've got my controls mapped weirdly or something right now, but this is very confusing. In fact, it looks like I have a button stuck down or something. What is going on with that? Alright, let's figure that out first. Well, I don't know what I did, but I seem to have fixed it, so yay. Anyway, this is Soul Blazer. This game's fucking rad. It's a game where you're a little dude, and you got a sword, and you fucking slash monsters like exactly as I am doing. And then their spawn point goes away and you step on a thing and something spawns. That's generally how it works. I need to get used to the fact that for some reason the B button is the select button. So I'm playing this because all week I've been writing this video about the Asterisk War. It's all I really have planned to do and all I've been doing. So it's kind of been just like eating away at my mind because it's all I've been doing. It's all I've been up to. And Victor has been pretty busy with work, and he hasn't really been doing anything interesting. So it's kind of reached a point where we feel like we're kind of out of ideas with regards to Digibro's topics for the time being. We just did 4 episodes of the Wind Waker that were okay. Jesus, am I not supposed to stand on this or something? Where am I trying to go here? Not sure what I'm trying to accomplish. Oh, I guess I can equip some magic. Yeah. All right. And let's see how I use that. Okay, obviously not all these buttons. Okay, there we go. Y button. Alright, how the fuck do I get out of here? This is driving me crazy. Oh, okay, I did have to stand on that. I was just being extremely imprecise about it. So, yeah, I just figured I'd play a game by myself, have some fun, enjoy myself, and record it and see how it comes out. So as you can see in this game, you start off in this big fucking shitty looking RPG Maker ass field, and it just seems like nothing's here, and it's like, what the fuck is this place? I don't have my sword out, there's nothing to do. Well, this is important. This is integral to what makes this game good. Not the fact that it looks like shit. That they could have taken or left, but but the fact that it's so barren. I heard a small voice. There are many creatures being held in the underground castle. If you can release those creatures, the village will be reconstructed. So that's sort of the idea behind this game. I go into this is the dungeon, the underground castle, and I get attacked by enemies. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm just gonna, oh, well, I shouldn't have stood so close to that guy. I'm just going to show you guys real quick the sort of general... Okay, they're immortal when they first spawn, so you kind of want to stay away from the spawn point. It's how they make it so you don't just camp it, you know. Typically what I'll do is, you know, hide behind something like this, maybe try to get the monsters to walk at me at an angle. Alright, so... Wow, this is like... I'm trying to play this with an Xbox 360 controller, and I'm using like the control stick, and these controls were not meant for a stick. I will tell you that right now. These were meant to be gamepad controls. This is, after all, a Super Nintendo game. Very early Super Nintendo. This game had 2 spiritual successors that are better known, called Illusion of Gaia and Terranigma, which have a lot more in the way of like plot and Alright, so I just released an old woman. Holy shit, this building just, like, appeared, and I heard a sigh from inside the house. So it's just showing me that that happened. Now, at any time I want, I can just leave this fucking dungeon. And let's go back to the town and see what the fuck I just did. Where's her house? Where's the old lady spawned at? Jesus Christ. This is like... I'm gonna probably have to change some of the settings here. So this house showed up in the plains. Holy shit. It's just here all of a sudden. And here's a girl. My husband used to be the village chief. One day he suddenly disappeared along with the other villagers. I feel so lonely. How about being one of my children? Sure. Really? I will call you Digi from now on. Use the second floor as your own room. Awesome. I got my own room. Oh my god, that chair is moving by itself. This is the room of the village chief. He used to sit and rock here for hours. I wonder when he's going to come back. So already, this game has a very interesting and involving plot. Just by way of this. Like, this is creepy and weird and trippy, and it makes me want to go find that guy and bring him back. And I instantly love this girl. See, what's cool about this game is that everything you do, like every single thing you do, has a tangible consequence for the world around you. In fact, I'm going to talk more about that after I fix these controls and shit. Okay, I tampered with the controls a little. I am now trying to play this with the gamepad. The gamepad on 360 is a clunky piece of shit. Also, I turned on the game audio, realized I had it set to mute, and turned it back on. I was hoping that would help with some of this chugging that's been happening, but doesn't seem to be the case. Emulators, not always reliable, especially when you're trying to record audio and video at the same time on the same machine. But I don't really have a lot open. My computer should be handling this a lot better than it is. I don't know why it's like this. Could be the emulator's fault. I can't be sure. I could have something set up wrong. Anyway, everything you do in this game has a very immediate, tangible consequence in the world. You kill a bunch of monsters, and then their spawn point gets destroyed. And then when you and also if you don't kill them fast enough, then more than one will be spawned at the same time, and that is a problem. God, this controller sucks so much dick. I should probably just be using a PS3 controller. In between episodes, I'll switch. Oh, hey. Yeah, so you kill a bunch of enemies, and then boom, something appears. It'll either be in the dungeon, like helping you to reach the next room, or giving you an item, like that one just did. Or it'll be in the town, like restoring people to the populace. And, you know, by having both of those things happen, it keeps a little bit of unpredictability. You know, it's not just the same shit happening every time. I am gonna fucking die. Wait, I just got an herb, didn't I? How do I use that? Let's see. Okay. That is not helpful. Is it in here? Arm. I don't have any armor. Item. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, how do I use it? I just want to use it. Nope. What do I do to use it? Okay. Select? No? Nope. Not at all. Start. Huh, apparently there's 11 monster layers in this dungeon. Well, I don't know how to use it, but I did just use this fireball. Boom! The fireball is very strange because it fires in the direction that the orb is facing, or like it fires in the direction that you're facing and where the orb is. Okay, I guess the medical herb used itself once I lost that extra bit of health or something. A faint voice from the jewel. All right. Look out for that fireball. Whoa, it's a cool fairy girl. I will give you some advice. Don't forget to equip the things that you wish to use, or they will not work. I got EXP. Would you like to return to the Grass Valley? No, I'm gonna stay here. I've made a little progress. So all of the monster layers you destroy stay destroyed, which is very cool. I'm a big fan of games that have a constant sense of progress. I hate getting sent back in games, which is like my biggest problem with like RPGs and stuff, where they give you like, you know, they'll give you a save point and then fucking have you fight some enormous boss that takes half an hour to beat, and then you die, and you have to do the whole fucking thing again, you know, lose all your progress and shit. And that kind of shit is incredibly tedious to me. It's also the problem I have with a lot of like 3D platformers that have live systems, like any of the ones from the N64 era, pretty much. It's like, I just want to do the challenge that I was just doing, you know? And this game's an action RPG. It actually has a lot in common. The way that it's like generally designed has a lot in common with Dark Souls, in spite of the fact that it's obviously easy as shit because I'm just plowing my way through. But like, there's a lot of like recursive passages where like I'll open up pathways to get back to where I was before. You know, you maintain your experience points and your and like your forward progress every time you die. So, oh shit. Well, we're gonna see that right now in action now that I've died. So, oh, and the voice from above is totally God. I am literally on a mission from God. Yeah, let's go ahead and save while we're here. So I'm gonna continue. And this game also has a lot of positive reinforcement. Like, everyone that you save and God himself are constantly like praising you for what you've done. They're always like, you've done great work. Just keep on doing it, man. You're totally saving everybody. You know, you go to people's houses and they're always like super thankful, and they're like, yeah, you saved me. I'm so glad. And I'm like, sweet. Yeah, I feel like I'm actually doing something. I feel like a hero, you know. This game is nothing but positive reinforcement all the way through. It feels good. Like both narratively and in terms of like, you feel like you're always making progress and unlocking stuff. I like how, in terms of the controls, which are pretty much just, you know, you move a block if you press a button. It's that simple. It looks clunky as shit right now because this controller is so wonky that it's like really giving me a hard time. But what I particularly like is that you can basically slash your sword as fast as you can press the button. Like, I love that about these old games where it's just like you keep mashing the button and you keep slashing, and it feels very like tactile. Is that the word I want to use? It feels good. It feels good to know that, like, I mean, he's not slashing very fast right now, and once again, I feel like this controller is part of the problem. It feels very like sticky and ugh. The literal feel of this controller in my hand is disgusting, but the feel of slashing my big old sword super fast. I like the arc on the sword. I like that the way that you fight is basically all positioning. It's about like reading where your enemy is, positioning yourself in relationship to them, and then slashing at them a bunch. Do not rush, but be patient. You must continue making steady progress. See, they knew what they were doing. Like, all the stuff I'm talking about that I like about this game, it's all intentional. They wanted it to be a sort of, like, very gradual, patient game where you just, you know, make progress bit by bit. And, like, later on, that stairway right there, that will lead to later in the level. Like, I've been dying so fucking early that it's like a joke, and I haven't even unlocked the next little area. But eventually, when I stop being complete ass, whoa, car going by, then you'll see the Dark Souls comparison I'm making. I guess for it to really be like Dark Souls, I'd have to have all of my EXP like drop in a grabbable clump at the place where I died. Then it would truly be the same thing. I keep, like, see, because the controls feel awkward, I keep walking directly into enemies and just standing inside of them instead of standing next to them as I'm intending to do. Especially with those stupid fires. Come on. That time was more just my fault. I just want them to be dead. I just don't want to die again. There we go, and I leveled up. Sweet. I think I gained more health and got what I had restored, so that was cool. Let's see what I unlocked. Digi released a tulip. Yeah, it's not always a big thing you release. Once again, that's cool though because it mixes it up. Sometimes it's an entire family, and sometimes it's a tulip. But yeah, this is a very interesting game. At least in my opinion. I think it's fucking rad. And I'm going to talk more about it next time on Digi Bro Plays Soul Blazer. Yeah, that's right. This is a multi-part series.